For me, I saw the inside of a church on Wednesday nights. Came from a broken family, so it was actually an opportunity for my mother to be able to catch her breath and get a break from 4 children because she had a husband that wasn't around. My mother remarried. The only time I then had interaction with anybody of faith was Tuesday nights. They offered basketball at the elementary school, so I would go down there because they would always say, come play basketball at least. So other than that, there was no God for me.
I went to church as a child and continued to go to church until certain circumstances had happened, and I got together with him and stuff. So after I got together with him, church kind of ended because he didn't go to church, you know.
My stepfather, he passed away when I was 17. The guy that I called Dad, my stepdad, had passed away. So for me in that moment, it was 2 middle fingers to the sky. God, you took from me. You stole from me. I had something wonderful. And so I wasn't interested in a relationship. We actually ended up at church because high school sweethearts, we decided we want to get married. And for me, it was, I don't care how we get married, let's get married. She said, I want to get married in a church. Pastor Giles said, you have to come if I'm going to marry you, and I got to have meetings with you. So we had meetings with him, we attended, and man, one of the first messages that he gave, he was talking about Abraham and Isaac. And his analogy was when he grew up, there was an elderly woman who gave him cookies every Friday. He said, I grew up in New York City and you had to go down a back alleyway. And she would leave the cookies out on one of them fire escapes. And he said, one Friday I came walking home from school and the cookies weren't there. And I was so angry. And I said, how could she forget me? She never forgets me. And he said, I went home in like a fit. And when I got home, I found out that she had passed away. And he said it was in that moment that, did I love the cookies or did I love her?
The gift of the giver.
Yeah, and so it hit me that day, wow, God, you gave me such an awesome gift. My stepdad was everything for me. You gave me such an awesome gift. How could I be angry at you when, wow, what else do you have for me? We had our son Christopher. He was in utero still. And we got told that he had cysts on his brain.
6 of them.
6 cysts. And that he had an enlarged bladder and he had small kidneys. And they said, we believe that he has Down syndrome. And they said, you should consider abortion. And we didn't want that. And they said, well, we can do a test. And so they took and did what they called an amniocentesis, put a needle in her navel.
It was like this big.
And I'll tell you, if you ever thought about life and whether or not that unborn child can feel or is alive, they put that needle down in, and where she's laying there, I'm watching it on the screen, and there's baby Chris inside. And this needle comes down, you can see it. And little Chris takes it with this finger right here.
You can see him.
He reaches up like this, he's so inquisitive, and he touches the tip of the needle, and you see his little hand go. He was in so much pain. When he was born, they said, look, as soon as he comes out, Dad, you're gonna cut, and we're gonna take him immediately to the NICU. And we have a whole series of tests we're gonna run on him. And then we'll bring him back to you guys. And when they brought him back to us, they came back and they said, I don't know how.
It's a miracle.
They go, the cysts are gone. They're not there. Congratulations, you have a normal baby. And and we're like, wow, holy cow. God is real. He answers prayers. When you come to the end of yourself, and we literally did, we found God.
Yeah.
And we found someone that never leaves us. The fulfillment of our lives have been in finding God. Not only did we gain salvation, but we gained each other. We have built a love that, man, we thought we were in love before, There is no love greater than when Jesus fills your heart. When there's a pyramid, a triangle, if you will. God's at the top. I'm on one side. My wife is on the other. And when the two of you are moving at the same speed toward Him, my goodness, the love that He fills you with will overflow and just explode, and you'll be filled with joy. Jesus for me is everything. How about for you?
Everything. Our lives revolve around Him, and He revolves around our lives.